All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for yet another night on the Dakota Collegiate Rocket League channel. We have an action-packed night tonight. Oop, let me get my music back up. We have an action-packed night tonight. We have 4 series potentially happening. It's been a bit of a scheduling mayhem. It's week 1. Lots of craziness going on with people figuring out how to schedule their games and stuff. But we have a Division C matchup on the dock first. I will personally be streaming 2 of the series, this one including our next one, and then I'm going to be transferring it over to Cosmic, who will carry over the streaming role, and he will be streaming the last the 2 series on the night. For this series in specific, though, I am joined by our longtime co-caster now, Futago. How you feeling tonight, bro?
You know, pretty good. Besides the fact that I just got bamboozled like twice, and then finally they confirmed. Hey, we'll play at 7 p.m. That's fine.
Yeah, like I said, it's always super fun week 1. I mean, I don't know if you remember your first time scheduling, but it's a little bit of a learning curve, but we always push through. It always gets a little bit better as time goes on. But I know we're on a tight schedule tonight, and I know one of the members of this team needs to play basically exactly at 7 p.m. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. We'll step into some of the stats. We have seen a lot of Div C matches on the stream so far. I believe we've seen, I can pull it up, but I don't know, most of these teams on stream already, and maybe except for 2 of them, or maybe a couple more. But either way, this Div C team or division has been on stream quite a bit. We are seeing currently 4 teams at 1-0. And 3 of them winning in a 75% game percentage, so winning it in 4 games. Nobody with a full 3-0 sweep, which is actually a pretty good sign if you do ask me. But tonight we do have Chopped Cheddar versus VIX Cream. As you can see, both of them 0-0, have not played any games. This is going to be their first league match as a team this season, so it will be interesting to see how these guys turn out. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to the first team, which I will cover, which is going to be VIX Cream here, captained by a former, I think he was Div C last semester on Tyler 8G's team, captained by BB8237. Him and Tyler worked pretty well together last season. BB and Tyler both having pretty similar stats last season. I know you can't see much here, but he definitely looked pretty solid. So it'll be interesting to see exactly what he can do this season. Then his first pick is a pretty active member of the community around these parts, a man by the name of Oost, who made his entrance into the league last semester. Unfortunately, did not have a great LAN performance. Not just him, just his whole team. I know he's going to be looking for some revenge, trying to claw his way back to a LAN appearance. And then finally, the third man on this team is Playboy VIX, aka VIX, who is coming off an insane season in Division E last semester. Pretty much took the division by, sweeping it from under everybody. Was very dominant. Was number 1 in most categories, such as goals per game, shots per game. I mean, he was just dominant. So to see his name get called up in Div C, I wasn't too surprised. We will see if he can live up to the expectations on him. Then we'll go to their opponents, which will be Chopped Cheddar, and I'll have Futago talk about some of these guys.
Right. This team is Trout Fan, Crazy Ike, and Cody Maverick. Personal experience with Trout Fan is my teammate 2 seasons ago. Pretty good player. He's pretty dominant in the air, pretty fast player. Crazy Ike, I don't really know much about. I believe he also played in Div C last season. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yep, he was, yep.
And then Cody Maverick was in Div D last season. Played against my team a few times. In general, they're all pretty good shooters. One thing I would probably advise the other team to do is look for demos on Trout Fan. He's been known to get a little careless on those.
Definitely love to see that. I remember that first season with Trout Fan on your team. I mentioned it in our draft stream, but the passes and the assists I saw this man getting, I was pretty baffled by. He was a pretty standout player in his rookie season. Last season, unfortunately, wasn't as great for him. So I'm not too sure what it will look like this season, but I know Crazy Ike, he's a pretty mechy player for his relative rank. Probably grinds free play quite a bit. And then Cody Maverick, in his rookie season last season, was did pretty well as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how these three go together. I'm not too sure what to expect. These are three players that I don't really know how they're going to play together, so it'll be interesting to see how they can mesh and what they can pull out of their hat in this series. They're going to have some pretty good opponents here in VIX Cream. You know, BB, he's a very solid player last season. Oost, you know, we saw what he could do during that regular season and playoffs, especially in VIX, was dominant in quite a bit of a lower division, so we'll see if he can stay up. But with that all out of the way, Futago, what's going to be your prediction here tonight in this matchup?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to go with Chop Cheddar and we take it in 5.
You're taking this one all the way to 5? God damn, okay.
They get swept, or they sweep. It wouldn't be an entertaining match considering how much trouble I just went through.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate if it's a 3-0 sweep. But either way, so you got Chop Cheddar in 5. I'm obviously going to go against you. I'm going to say this Vix's Cream team will take the win. I don't know. What are you laughing at? Just the name or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have allowed that.
Probably not. I changed it, like, in the overlay, I changed it to just VIX Cream. So, you know, because that's, like, more similar to, like, what... The apostrophe S is honestly what makes this name the worst.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if we change that one around a little bit. But I'm going to take this team here. I think I saw how BB played last semester. He played super solid. And I think VIX can live up to the expectations based on his gameplay. I think VIX Cream will be able to take this win in, I'm going to say 4 games. So that's going to be my prediction here. We are still waiting on one of the teams to join up here. So until that happens, you and I will just be chilling here as we try to get all these guys in. I only have Troutfan added, I think, on their team. Who is it? It's Troutfan.
Yeah, same here.
Troutfan, Crazy Ike, and Cody Maverick.
Cody Maverick.
Yeah, I unfortunately only have him, and it looks like they're in game right now, so I'm sure they're just trying to wrap that one up before we get started. What was it like playing with Troutfan? Describe your experience in that couple seasons ago with him.
I mean, I was nowhere near the player I am now, but it was very fun. Just, I don't know, it was kind of fascinating just watching him and Turner just riff off each other, just blast the ball across the field. Somehow it would work out.
I bet. But was he more of like a pass-oriented player, or what was his kind of play style like?
Yeah, he was generally a pass-first kind of guy.
Okay. We'll see if that rings true here. Looks like we got everybody in here. Their game looks like it finished up, so Oos trying to play the 3s turning. Yeah, we're not doing that. We'll make sure they're all ready to go here before we hop in for our first matchup of the night. So like I said, Chop Cheddar and VIX Cream. Going to be an interesting... This is the last matchup to happen in Div C. So between all teams here, these are the last 2 to play their week number 1 games. I can tell you right now, some of these Div C teams are definitely looking nasty. So it's gonna be a fun season. I've said this before, but it's just gonna be cool to see what the clubs and having club owners that can help with replay reviews and getting scrims and training. It's gonna be interesting to see if that has any effect on the competitiveness of our divisions and seeing how close things can get. So far, it's been looking good in my opinion, but obviously we're 1 week in, so VIX Cream, you ready? Trying to hop into this one, but all right, they're all ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that all this is all good. All right, let's create this matchup. We'll be hopping in shortly for our week number 1 matchup here. I haven't been able to watch too much Div A yet, which is unfortunate because obviously Div A is always a lot of fun to watch. So we'll see if we can catch more Div A games in the future. But it looks like we have everybody in. We will be hopping into this one right now. Game number 1 between VIX Cream and Chopped Cheddar getting underway now.
Alright, we see who's taking the little cut there to stop the ball from moving forward. BB takes it across the field, drives it into their corner, and then the ball floats mid, almost an own goal, but who was it? Crazy Ike was there to clear it up. See Trout fan taking it up the field. Unfortunate 50 there, and just goes VIX's way, and boom, that's the first goal of the match. VIX is delivering as expected.
Yeah, I know, that was a great shot there from VIX. Look at that aerial shot, uses the front flip. It's a beautiful shot from VIX, like you said, delivering as we were trying to predict if he would do. Looks like so far he's gonna be fitting in just fine here. VIX Cream off to a hot start. I see Lil Thicky in the chat, who is I don't know what your relation to VIX is, whether it's like a friend or relative, I don't even know, but he gets to watch his buddy play up in the division. Unfortunate for him. This could be a shot here. Cody Maverick gonna put a shot on. Finds a hole in the defense. And Chopped Cheddar have tied it up.
Yeah, not sure what BB was thinking there. Definitely not the best idea to create a cross there when his teammate was on the post.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird rotation there. He's trying to get things figured out. Well, we're a minute in. Both teams have a goal now. I know Silk isn't going to like this term, but maybe potentially kind of both these guys feeling each other out a little bit here. This game number 1. BB unfortunately goes missing on the clear there. Luckily, VIX is going to be there. Trying to get it clear out. Oos is going to clear this into the other side. Ike doesn't make the best touch, but VIX is not able to wrap his car around it. This is a little bit awkward here as Oos is kind of rotating ball side. Going to cut on this ball. Ball's going to be up. Troutfan has an opportunity. Can't find great contact. Cody Maverick going to be here. Can he put it in? Not quite. But Crazy Ike's there as the garbage man cleans up that ball, and Chopped Cheddar are in the lead.
That was some total chaos, but yeah, Chopped Cheddar was, well, it was definitely chopped, but it worked out.
It was indeed. Great description for that goal. We'll see if VIX Cream can try and find an answer back here. This Troutfan makes a pretty decent touch. He's going to try and maybe find a centering pass. Looks like BB going to be able to control this ball. He kind of lets VIX take this one, trying to get over Ike, but cannot quite do so. That's a good rotation from Cody Maverick, but does give away possession. But Oost not able to make the best touch. Now BB trying to get more involved. Gets a decent 50. This ball is going to be awkward. Oost commits to it from far away. Is able to get a piece of it. Vic's going to try and be there for a shot. It goes missing. It's going to be a 1v1, but Cody Maverick has 0 boost in the tank. BB able to make an easy save.
Yeah, as we watch BB take it across and just the shot there, Cody Maverick is there to save it. Ball is just kind of like being fought over right now. And we see Cody Maverick with a big clear, and BB is just not allowing that to move forward at all. He sends it back to the opposition's backboard. VIX is there. Unfortunate. Couldn't get past Crazy Ike. We see Troutfan going for an aerial play here. And, oh.
Pretty good aerial control there. I liked what I saw there from Troutfan. Good control in the air. We'd love to see that, especially for Div C. Now Oosh is going to try and settle this ball. Ike going to be on, but unfortunately can't find the touch he's looking for. He's going to rotate out, let Troutfan try and take over. Cody Maverick going to be here, but does get 50 by Oosh. BB going to have a free clear. Can't find contact. Vix is on his heels. Maybe thought Troutfan had a hit, and he did not. Kind of an unintentional fake, I believe, from Troutfan, and the ball finds its way into the back of the net.
Yeah. That was something.
Ball off the kickoff here. Chopped Cheddar gonna try and add on to their lead. We got Lil Thicky saying that they practiced for this last night, but it's not paying off. Crazy Ike gonna add on again, and Chopped Cheddar in the lead by 3.
Yeah, and honestly, all credit goes to Trout fan there for the little dunkaroo he had. Just centering the ball there for his teammate.
Yeah, I made it so awkward there. And might be another one here. Almost gets another fake on BB, but Crazy Ike is going to have a free pop. But luckily, Oost is on the backboard. He makes a save. VIX trying to get a clear out. I'm noticing a lot of possession being given away on the side of VIX Cream. They're just kind of electing to boom the ball. I mean, these types of booms can be okay. But when you're just kind of giving a possession away, you're not getting the best clears. It's pretty detrimental to your offensive pressure. We'll see if VIX Cream can try and maybe control ball a little bit better. Oost going up for that one, trying to make a read. BB's actually going to put a shot on. That's an absolute snipe. Top left. BB brings it back within 2.
Indeed. Hopefully they find their feet here. I don't know. It's probably just first game nerves. Maybe first time on the stream. I don't know. I know we were also guilty of just booming the ball across the field.
Mm-hmm. It's easy to do, right? I mean, it's a safe play in the moment. You know, you think you just want to get a touch off, get a beat around somebody, but a lot of times a big booming clear isn't always the best play. You see Oost here trying to be on the receiving end of a clear there. That's one way you can make those clears work, as long as you have somebody that can receive said booming clear. This ball is going to go up. Crazy Ike trying to put a shot on. Luckily, BB is there. 37 seconds to go. And VIX Cream need 2 goals. We'll see if they can try and get one here with 30 seconds to go.
Sure, we see VIX getting a bit of an awkward touch there, and BB tries to desperately save that one, but unfortunate. We see Trout fan take it across and kind of goes to the corner. Just nothing much. I mean, doesn't really need to do anything. And see a little desperate save from Boost there, and Trout fan goes for a bit of a crazy play off the corner, and he was quickly met by the other team. And unfortunately, it might be too late for VIX Cream to move over.
Yeah, it will be indeed. Clock is 0. VIX Cream down by 2. And CHEDDAR going to be your game number 1 victors. Good performance out of them. I think one of my MVPs was going to be Trout fan. I think we saw him set up a lot of those plays. Cody Maverick as well. I mean, you see Crazy Ike with 2 goals, 2 saves. He's getting involved. You love to see that. On the side of VIX Cream, though, there's not too much to look at. They had a couple shots here and there, which was good. But apart from that first play that you just saw on the replay right there, just not a whole lot of offensive pressure, it felt like, from VIX Cream. And I think, like I already kind of commented on, I think a lot of that's going to be due to the big booming clears to nobody. Just kind of giving away possession with nobody there to receive. So we'll see if game 2 is any different. We'll see if game 1 was truly just more of a feeler game per se, or if this CHEDDAR team is truly as good as they looked here in game number 1.
Absolutely. I would probably also add that there's probably a bit of a communication issue on the other side, since there was a lot of double commits and just missed clears on VIX's Cream. Yeah,
no, and again, this is kind of expected, right? I mean, this is week number 1 after all, so it's you know, some of these teams might not have played very much together. Everybody knows the drill. It's the first time playing together. Well, VIX trying to start game number 2 just like he started game number 1, but barely cannot find a good touch there. But game number 2 getting underway. Like we said, we'll see if VIX's Cream can find anything here. BB, can he slap that thing? It's a great passing play. He's able to follow up on his own shot. And that's a beautiful little play there from VIX Cream. And they start off the scoring once again here in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, the moment they controlled the ball, took their time, and just did a little pass, it was just over for the other team. Yeah,
I know, that was a nice little play there. Nice little passing play. It would have been cleaner if BB was able to put it in on the first try. But hey, goal's a goal. Definitely going to take that every day of the week. This is awkward here for CHEDDAR. Crazy Ike makes a dismissive touch on his own back end. And now, and now he's trying to carry it into this corner. Trout fan looking for a shot, but he does get denied there by VIX Cream.
Sorry, I just can't
Yo, bro, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Anyways, we see VIX going for a big clear out the field and able to follow up for his own. And Crazy Egg takes the soft touch, tries to get around BB, but BB is there to get her across, and then BB off the backport. Goose is there, takes the shot, and Trout is there to save it.
Yeah, no, that was a good shot by Oos. Those are the shots that I like to see too. That makes everybody use boost. Might force out some like double commits, stuff like that. So even if the ball doesn't go in, those nice hard shots are always super effective no matter what. So VIX Cream looking like a little bit of a different team right now. They're getting some good offensive pressure. But Chop Cheddar currently in possession of this ball. Trout fan gonna lob a shot on, and there's nobody back. I think it was, well, we'll see here in the replay, but somebody was pretty much caught on 0 boost right in front of the net. Looks like it was VIX there who kind of crept up with 0 boost. Couldn't really put a hand up for that. And that's just a nice shot there from Chop Cheddar.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a bit of it falls on the rotation. Everybody just picked the same path, and I mean, someone's bound to get the boost there, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, 3 minutes
BB
ago.
takes it across.
Yeah, go ahead.
50s to the wall. And Trout fan is able to clear it. And then once again, VIX's Cream is getting a little too carried away with the offense and just bundling up a bit too much.
Yeah, Crazy Ike trying to take this off the wall, settles it. Does give it away to Oos, though, who has a free touch. He goes up for this ball. He might have a touch. Actually forces out a double commit. He's looking for maybe one more pass. VIX looking for an angle. Oos is there. Can't find contact, but it's going to be BB. Therefore, what I would consider a small dookie, if I do say so myself as proud owner of Dookie United, that is a certified dookie, ladies and gentlemen. BB able to put VIX's Cream up by 1 once again.
Yeah, I mean, it was total chaos, but as long as the goal is converted, that's all that matters. Trout fan going for another big clear, gives it away. It sounds like they're just trading positions right now. Chop Cheddar is the one giving away possession easily this game.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Let's see if they can try and figure something out here. Oos, unfortunately, playing a little bit too fast for his own good there. Gets ahead of the ball. Can't find a shot. As a Chop Cheddar rotation's looking a little bit chopped currently. They're trying to figure out who's going for the ball here. Trofan tries to make a pass up to himself, but VIX is there. Good solid pressure there. As Oos looking for a shot. A little bit of a pool shot there. Cody Maverick's going to play this over to the side. Oos is going to cut rotation beautifully and make a play here, but Crazy Ike does have a free play here. Cody Maverick may be looking for a bump, but the net is just wide open off of a great first touch from Crazy Ike. A nice little cut here. Good control. Kept it close. VIX could not get a piece, and Chop Cheddar tie it up.
Yeah, it looked like the screen just kind of went missing a little there. The net was wide open. The big kickoff and almost a kickoff goal for Cody Maverick here, and BB's able to save it. VIX try to control it over 1, and Cody Maverick once again just everywhere on the field right now.
Yeah, we'll see if he can continue to do just that, but unfortunately cannot find a good play there. Crazy Ike with a good 50. This is going to be super awkward for VIX Cream. Unfortunately, not the best touch there. He's going to try and get another touch here. And Futago, I'm getting a call right now. Can I mute up and then take over? I'll be back in like 30 seconds.
Hey, I got you. Alright, we see a big clear towards the blue half here. Trout fan almost sets up a double for himself. And, just goes up for the big shot. Crazy Ike goes for the save, able to save it. And ball floats towards BB, fakes the go, and goes again. Oh, good try from Oos for the bump play there, but unfortunately he bumped him into the save. Trout fan takes it around 1, 50s around the other, and now Crazy Ike with possession. Goes for a bit of an air dribble over 1, and unfortunately Oos was there to deny him that. Would have been a sweet clip for the stream. Let me see BB smacks it across the ceiling. Oh, shot for Trout fan, but unable to get it in time. Awkward bounce for Chop Cheddar here, and see BB going in again and putting it into their corner. Just goes again. A bit, well, sort of stuck in the corner right now, and I mean that's probably the place you would want it from a shop starter's perspective, where it's safe. There's likely not a shot. But as we take it into overtime here, we see Cody Maverick takes it towards the wall. Unfortunately, no boost, so gives up possession here, and VIX is able to drop it in mid.
Let's go. W Futago, sorry. I had an important call I had to take. Looks like we're in OT, though, here in game number 2. W Futago in the chat. Not much love for being able to take over for me there. But looks like we got a good OT here going in game number 2. And we'll see if... we'll see who can come on top.
Might have just cursed it.
Yeah, I might have. Hey, listen, 30 seconds is good enough for me. As long as it's not like 5 seconds. That's a good flick, though, from BB. But Crazy like able to deny.
You're saying a lot of strange stuff today.
Dude, don't think about it too hard.
30 seconds is good for you. Okay, I'll take it.
All right, back to the game. Back to the game. VIX Cream here, looking to try and make some sort of a defensive play. Cody Maverick is playing keep away though, gets another touch, but that's not the best 50. VIX now gonna have an opportunity. That's a great pop, but Trout fan able to handle it. It's not the best touch though. BB, oh, good bump there from VIX, as he absolutely demolishes the guy in net, and BB has an open one, and he takes that every day of the week. And VIX Cream gonna tie this series up 1-1.
It was a pretty eventful series. Looks like both teams kind of just straightened up after last game.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I'm glad to see VIX Cream get on the board here. You see a standout performance here from BB. Actually, I didn't even realize he got the hat trick, getting all 3 goals for his team there. And also getting very involved defensively. You see 3 saves as well. But pretty even shots across the board. Pretty even game, you know, all the way around. Obviously, we're seeing an OT there. So shaping up to be a pretty good series. Looks like VIX Cream have kind of found their stride a little bit. They look a lot more comfortable. They're getting a lot more offensive pressure compared to that game number 1, where it did not seem like they could get anything going. So definitely a good bounce back game for VIX Cream there as they tie it up 1-1.
Absolutely. Hope they can keep it this way.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do just that. We'll see if maybe we see a pattern develop here. We'll see. It kind of happens more than you think in these series, where it just kind of seems to go back and forth and back and forth. But as of right now, VIX Cream going to have the momentum coming into this current game here, game number 3. We'll see if they can pick up where they left off. BB off to a great start off the kickoff. Gets a good touch off the sidewall. Oost unfortunately cannot make contact, but VIX is there with actually a beautiful touch around 2, trying to maybe find a double, and I think BB actually commit pretty hard to that one, but luckily Oost going to bang this back in. BB on the receiving end. Oost looking for a shot. VIX also there, but an unfortunate kind of double commit. I think VIX might have had a little bit of a better shot, but Oost was just kind of in the right place at the right time for that one. But so far, feels like VIX Cream have all the momentum right now. We'll see if VIX can hit an open net, and he can. Finds the bottom right corner. He does not miss those. VIX Cream, for now the 3rd time every single game, VIX Cream have been able to score first.
Yeah. It's pretty good for their momentum, and honestly, VIX is popping off.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. I talked about it pre-game, but I mean, it was a 2-division difference, you know, going from Div E to Div C is a pretty large jump, I would say. Obviously, he played super well last season, but he looks pretty comfortable in this division, so it looks like we were able to place him where he should be. So I'm loving what I'm seeing there. That's a good bump from Cody Maverick. This shot might be... Oh, no! What a save coming from Oost there! That was a beautiful shot, but it's an even better save coming from the second man of Oost.
Yeah, we see him take the ball upfield, and we almost see a beautiful pass play between him and VIX there, but unfortunately, VIX couldn't reach it in time. See BB takes the shot, and both Shop Cheddar's teammates were able to meet it there. See VIX going for a reset, I think. And, oh, that's not good. Looks like they double committed there, and Chop Cheddar may have a chance for an open net, which is not taken.
Yeah, no, a little bit too much time taken here. Trout fan looking for a shot, but it's a little bit off the mark, and BB had that covered. Cody Maverick going to go for this ball, cannot find contact. BB is kind of wreaking havoc right now. This is a good first touch by VIX, couldn't control, but Cody Maverick jumps on that ball quickly, swats it away. It's a good flick by BB as well, going to get another 50, forcing out so much boost from Chop Cheddar. Good rotation here from VIX. He's going to pop this midfield, almost had an open net look there, but a little bit of a hard angle, could not find the shot.
Absolutely, we see BB blasting it across, saved by Cody Maverick, and goes for another clear. We see Crazy Ike going for it and goes for the fake, unintentionally, but it goes in the net anyways. And Chop Cheddar are back in the game.
Yeah, no, you're gonna see this. This is kind of like a lot of these Division C players. Your Champ 1, maybe even Diamond 3. I don't even know, but it's you can see the intent behind everything, and sometimes it's hard to know whether or not you want to trust if somebody can hit the ball or not. Right? It's always one of those things where it's like an unintentional fake. It's one of the most frustrating ways to get scored on because they were not trying to do that. And it's just part of this skill level of Rocket League for sure. I mean, it still happens even in Grand Champ. That it never leaves basically until like the pro level. So, or maybe even SSL, I guess. But either way, that's kind of what happened there. And Oost able to find an opening. There was somebody back on the backboard there. Looks like it might have been Crazy Ike on 0 boost. I can guarantee you if Crazy Ike has some boost there, he's going to be able to make that save. But unfortunately cannot, and VIX Cream keep the pressure on.
Yeah, that was an impressive pass from VIX there to Oost.
Oh!
We see, alright, a kickoff goal to tie up the game once again.
Was there a Tyler kickoff?
What is a Tyler kickoff?
Oh, you don't know what a Tyler kickoff is?
No.
Oh, so it's where basically someone goes for the kickoff and then just like backflips or something, and then just nobody goes. And it's known as the Tyler kickoff because he was very known for doing just that. Looks like a little bit of a Tyler kickoff in this one. Maybe a Cord being the culprit of this one, but it's okay. VIX Cream looks like they're still going to be having the momentum here. Oost, some good rotation here. Keeps the pressure on. Gets a good 50 as well. There might be a shot opportunity, but Crazy Ike and Cody Maverick up for this one. Clear it out, but do give away possession. Oost looking like he might try to pop this one into the other side here. A little bit of awkward rotations here, but luckily Oost liking his backward awareness as well. Unfortunate double commit there. Oost would have had that. VIX goes for it and gets a piece of it. Luckily, does not end in catastrophe so far. The pressure is still on though. Chop Cheddar with a minute and 10 left to go are putting on the pressure.
And looks like Oost with a big clear there and almost creates an open net for himself, but Oost was not in his favor there, and we see Trout Fan saves the ball there, and Crazy Ike able to send it up top, and EB is there to deny him any opportunity. Dix takes the big clear, and it's off the backboard. Somebody could get on this, but unfortunate, no one could.
Now I see Trout Fan trying to maybe put a shot on. 30 seconds ago, we have a tie ball game right now. Whoever this next goal is going to be a huge goal for not only this game, but the entire series. Whoever wins this game will go to match point. That's not the best touch from VIX. He's kind of rotating ball side, getting in the way. Luckily, Oost is able to corral this ball here, maybe looking for a 50. Crazy Ike's just a fake challenge here. Does force Oost to hit it across their own net. Pressure still on though. VIX gonna get this ball center. BB unfortunately can't find the shot. That could have been it. You can see it on his face. There might be one more chance here. Trofan keeping the ball up. Oost as well. He's gonna try and control this ball. Might make some magic happen, but VIX gonna come in for a shot. Rings it off the sidewall. Looks like BB is going to keep this one up. But finally, Chop Cheddar let that one hit the floor. And we're gonna have yet another overtime here in game number 3.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a better game than I expected, but hey. So you see a big boom from VIX here to the Chop Cheddar corner, and fortunately quickly denied. BB takes it again and puts it back in the corner. And we See VIX going for it. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication between him and Oost there. As Oost takes it into the corner and just kind of gets stuck there.
Yeah, no, like you said, some communication errors as Tropfan almost snipes the bottom left corner. But a great save again from VIX Cream. Their defense has definitely looked a little bit better than Chopped Cheddar. They're like much more, you know, a few double commits here and there, some communication issues. This could be dangerous. Cody Maverick needs a touch and he gets it. It's just going to be Oost back. Crazy Ike doesn't make the quickest touch and allows BB to be able to cut rotation there. Cody Maverick going to bang this off the corner. This is going to be awkward. Luckily, VIX is reading that. Oost actually hounding a demo. Would have been a very good one if he could find it, as Playboy VIX is going to take over here. Ball gets kind of centered here for BB, looking for a shot. You can see him in the cams again. Going to want that one back. You've seen a couple shots now from BB that could have been goals. Oost a little bit awkward here. Crazy Ike reading it. Fake, maybe. Tropfan not going to read that one. This one's going to go all the way to the other side. VIX, can he read his own pass? He can't. Oh, had the game on his hands, but unfortunately cannot put it away.
Second chance. And he does it again.
A nice shot there from VIX. You saw the missed opportunity before. And VIX does not miss again. Crazy Ike put in an awkward spot. And VIX Cream going to basically disrupt the pattern that could have occurred. And they're going to progress now to match point, winning 2 back-to-back games. We'll see if they can keep it up. I mean, Chopped Cheddar, they're keeping it close, but I have to admit, a lot of their goals, I mean, one of those goals was basically just a kickoff moment. Can't remember what the first one was, but either way, you see 6 shots from Tropfan there. You can see him trying to, you know, put the pressure on. He's not the best shooting percentage, but I can guarantee you that pressure is felt. So we'll see if Chopped Cheddar can maintain the closeness of these games, or we'll maybe see if VIX can just end the series right here, right now.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see Chopped Cheddar start playing a bit more like a team. Sounds like they're playing a bit too individualistic, and it's kind of not working out for them.
Yeah, I could agree with that. It feels like you know, there's double commits on both sides of the ball on both of these teams, but it feels like you said, like Chopped Cheddar playing a little bit more individual based rather than some of these team plays and stuff that we might be seeing from VIX Cream. It feels like VIX Cream still just have the momentum. They're having better opportunities, in my opinion. So we'll see. This might be the last game here if VIX Cream can get it done. Game number 4 getting underway.
Right, we see Tropfan going for a high early play there and able to make it hit the net there, and a bit awkward in the corner. And we see a big 50 coming out from Crazy Ike and centers the ball. Unfortunately, nobody's there to meet it. And a bit of a miscommunication between Chopped Cheddar there, as we see a double commit on the ball. Just kind of leaves them in an awkward position. See Tropfan taking control of the ball, flicks it over one, gets around the other, and can he get it this centered? Oh, what? Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened. I don't know what happened. Crazy Ike goes for the shot, brings it off the post. BB hits it, and then Oost just hammers it into his own net. That is an absolute, I don't even know what you want to call that. I don't even know. But either way, Chopped Cheddar continue to get these like crazy goals. I don't want to sound like a hater right now, but it just feels like very unearned goals that Chopped Cheddar are getting that are keeping them in this series. So we'll see if they can try and hold this on. This is the first time that VIX Cream has not scored first as well, so maybe that's going to be a difference maker for the momentum as BB gets a nice big booming clear down the field. Ball going to get hit off the backboard. That's a great read by Tropfan. Not an easy, made it look pretty easy though. Oos going to keep the pressure on. Crazy Ike, not the best touch. Oos going to just be annoying, stay on this ball. But it's little cuts of rotation like that. It's pretty good awareness from Oost to know that he can cut there and just keep the pressure on this Chopped Cheddar team.
We see a big shot there from BB as he takes it from his pitches it from his own half and then follows up with it. And the pressure is back with Chopped Cheddar as we see Cody Maverick takes it off the corner, centers the ball, and I'm not sure that was a great touch from Oost there. Or no, sorry, that was VIX to pass it to the other team, but as we've seen previously, Chop Cheddar is definitely chopped right now.
Yeah, again, it just feels very disconnected, you know, trying to kind of think individually, not really any like disruptions, not any passes, nothing really. It's just trying to rotate and stuff like that, which is definitely good, but they're not really finding each other very well right now. Just feel very disconnected. But they do still have a 1-goal lead off of an own goal from VIX Cream. We'll see if VIX Cream can try and get that goal back. This might be it right here. BB gets a good 50. Crazy Ike and Trout Fan trying to control this out of their own half. Crazy Ike gonna look for a settle here. He gets kind of bumps off on his own teammate here. VIX maybe looking for something. Trout Fan actually basically passes it to BB, who can't find the shot. Oost also sends it high. Shot opportunity for VIX as he sends it wide. The shooting from VIX has been a little bit questionable at times. You know, he's kind of, unfortunately for him, he's able to get second chances, but it's chances like that you need it to be able to slot in, especially in situations like this where you're down a goal trying to close out this series.
Absolutely. I mean, it hasn't been too detrimental for them, but we see Troutman tries to go for a ceiling pass there, but nothing to come of it. I think Chop Cheddar could definitely benefit from a bit more speed, and the second man just needs to advance a bit more forward. Like, as we see right now, Crazy Egg takes it into an air dribble, and that's just not the play to be beating 1v3.
But either way, I mean, looks like they're going to get on the board. That's a beautiful flick from Trout Fan, who basically does it all by himself. Nobody on the backboard. That's a hard read for BB. And that's a very good goal. Basically a 1v3 from Trout Fan. Does it all himself. And he's going to extend that lead to 2 goals now, as Chop Cheddar are somehow trying to force a Game 5 here. See if they can do that. Cody Maverick very awkward here. Forces Crazy Ike to make an awkward touch. BB going to get a nice touch into the corner. VIX trying to read it, but Crazy Ike is there to make a read on the play. Now Trout Fan trying to be a first man here, looking for some sort of solo play, but ball goes up. Vic's going to have a touch. Unfortunately, cannot find a good clear, but luckily BB is there. Ball goes the other way. Oost going to look to control this ball now. On 0 boost. Not the best 50 there. Crazy Ike might be able to add on again. Falls just for it. The defense from VIX Cream holds strong.
Absolutely. We see the pressure ramping up on VIX Cream right now, and Trout Fan in the corner puts it mid. Crazy Ike is up for it, but he's unfortunately unable to meet it. We see VIX takes it to the other half, and we see a bit of a double commit from Chop Cheddar, but ball's quickly being exchanged between both teams right now. No team could keep possession of it right now. You see ball goes to Oost, goes for an air shot, goes for the reset, and not sure that was the play, and as we basically gives Cody Maverick an open net.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to go for the free play shot there, but again, it's just, maybe you're just trying to look for anything you can get. But it's all good. I mean, you're just trying to get anything you can to try and claw back into this game. But 9 seconds to go with that third goal there. I think it might probably seal the deal for Chop Cheddar, as they're looking to try and send this one to a Game 5. And all of a sudden, I mean, it's not to say VIX Cream didn't have chances. It's just their shooting in that game specifically was just not good enough, because you're going to need those goals back in order to try and win this one. But we got a Game 5 on our hands. And listen, you're getting the Game 5 that you wanted, but I have to admit, some of these goals from Chop Cheddar are a little bit chopped, to say the least. It's not the most earned goals you've ever seen, but at a certain point, you just got to take what you can get and try and roll with it. We'll see if Chop Cheddar and co can get the job done.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes you just got to get lucky to win the game.
Unfortunately, sometimes it does come down to that. But game number 5 getting underway here. This is going to be the last game of the series, and we'll see what can come of it. Oost able to make a diving save there. Vic's going to commit to this one as well. Oost goes up once again, but wasn't really any danger there. He's going to try and carry this ball out, but Trout Fan is reading that all the way through. He's going to make another pass off the corner. Looks like Cody Maverick going to be there for a shot. Does get denied out by the VIX Cream defense, but right off the kickoff here, Futago, Chop Cheddar are bringing the heat.
Oh yeah, the pressure is on, and we see Crazy Ike just absolutely demolishes BB into the boost there. It's just, and we see VIX going for a shot there, and Cody Maverick was fortunately in the right place at the right time with 0 boost.
Yep, now Oost plays it over to this sidewall here. BB with a great first touch. He's looking Oost with an insane pre-jump. I'm not used to seeing how aggressive Oost is on some of these plays. Well, it feels like he's like trying to clip farm. Luckily, he's able to get back. Almost gets caught out of position. Cody Maverick going for a demo. But looks like Oost is able to get a touch. And now Troutfan pops us towards the back wall. BB able to make a play. Crazy Ike, not the best first touch. Can't find the clear out. Cody Maverick controls this, looking for a first touch. Double commit does come out. Shot is not on. Crazy Ike looking for a shot of his own. Able to find a 50. This ball bounces in this blue half awkwardly. BB gets another 50. This ball just keeps going. Cannot get out of this blue half right now. Chop Cheddar are doing everything in their power to try and keep this pressure up. Crazy Ike is going to have an opportunity. It's a double commit from VIX Cream. The pressure is just on right now. This ball has spent the last 30 seconds to a minute in this blue half.
Yeah, this pressure is just mounting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bound to happen. Cody Maverick with a beautiful shot there.
Yeah, eventually you can only hang on for so long. Finally, the ball finds itself in a scoreable position, and Cody Maverick able to pounce. And that's a great first goal. And finally, we see some great rotation, offensive rotation from Chop Cheddar. That was textbook rotation right there. There was not a single ball that was not challenged. They were not letting that ball leave the half. So perfect stuff there. We'll see if VIX Cream can get it. That's a great flick from the captain. Crazy Ike is going to have a touch out. Oost going to try and control this ball. Gets a flick around one, but it's a good force from Crazy Ike. Allows Cody Maverick to take over. Goes up off this sidewall. Looks like VIX able to get a nice touch around. Crazy Ike gets a touch out, unfortunately. Cannot keep it on. Now the pressure is going in favor of VIX Cream. BB gets kind of a weird 50. Oost tries to control it up the wall. Can't quite get it done. Troutfan maybe looking for an angle, but just cannot quite find it.
Yeah, we see the ball floating towards the orange corner here, and it looks like the pressure is on the VIX Cream's team right now, and the ball is just stuck on the orange half. We see BB going for the aerial play, and that might be exactly what Chop Cheddar needs right now, that big boom clear.
VIX trying
Crazy Ike going for the ball. Oh, my bad.
No, you're chilling. Cody Maverick trying to get this ball out. Crazy Ike going to get a good 50. And it's just VIX back on 0 boost. He's very awkward right now, trying to find a pass across for BB as gets an insane touch.
What?
I don't understand how that just happened. Oost maybe looking for a shot. What is going on? How is that in the net? I don't understand. That is an Aquatoad bounce of all time. Oost just lobs it towards the net. It's a floater. Somehow bounces down off of that post. And
I think Cody Maverick could have had it.
He could have.
Trout bumped him.
Yeah, it was an awkward bounce to say the least. But VIX Cream get kind of a crazy goal there. And they tie it up, minute 30 left, game 5. And all of a sudden, this is where the nerves start to kick in. See Oost miss the ball in the corner. He's going to try and redirect this ball. He gets a nice pop out, but does give away possession. Crazy Ike cannot control that well. He's going to have to hit it out. A good force there by VIX, but does kind of give away possession. BB going to have a shot here. Cody Maverick needs to deny. Oost might have a shot of his own, but unfortunately sends it a little bit wide.
Yeah, we see Oost keeping the pressure on in the orange corner here as most of the team is suffering with no boost. BB puts it mid. Oost trying to get around the ball. Unfortunately, can't get it on target. See, Oost keeps forcing it and just being as persistent as possible in that corner. VIX continues to follow through. Crazy Ike with a big clear here, just letting off the pressure. And BB takes it back. Tries to get it somewhere, but nothing to come of that.
Yeah, now VIX tries to take over. at halfway. This is looking awkward here. We see a couple shots go a little bit off the mark. And now Oos is just going to keep the pressure on. Unfortunately, cannot find a good touch. Cody Maverick might have an opportunity. Unfortunately, cannot find it. BB now needs to make a touch on this ball. Saves his flip. It's not the best touch. VIX is going to let this one hit the ground. And for what? I think it's like 4 games in a row, 3 games in a row, we're going to see an OT. And it's when it matters most. Game number 5 OT. Can they get it done? That's going to be a great shot from Cody Maverick. That had some heat on it. Luckily, this does get saved by VIX Cream. Cody Maverick now on 0 boost again. Maybe you're going to look for a touch off the backboard, but VIX is going to read that. Trophan is up early, though. Gets a decent first touch, but lets it get away from him a little bit. Crazy Ike going to keep the pressure on, but the defense from VIX Cream holds for now. BB needs to make a save, and he does.
Yeah, we see a big clear from Oos there. Almost towards the net, but Cody Maverick is able to control it. Puts it towards the corner and 50s it out to BB. We see Troutfan going up for that. BB is able to get there just in time to keep the ball out of his net. And then we see Oos awkward in the corner. BB is able to bail him out, and BB is just everywhere on this map right now. And maybe a little sign of desperation for the other team. We see a triple commit there, and Cody Maverick going for the shot.
Oh, this is awkward.
Wow.
I wasn't too sure what was going on, but Chop Cheddar in game 5 OT. What a little play there from, I believe it was Cody Maverick off the corner. Somehow settles that ball perfectly, pops it out for his teammate, and that is a crazy, crazy play. Chop Cheddar come out on top after being down in the series 2-1. They win 2 back-to-back, and Chop Cheddar get it done, winning their week number 1 game. A little bit of a rocky start, but listen, in that game 5 and game 4, they looked like a different team. They looked very good. Good, solid rotations. It was very earned, I would say. And so good bounce back from Chop Cheddar to be able to shut that VIX Cream team down. So we'll see what they have to say. We'll get these boys in for a winner's interview here shortly. So for now, I'm going to toss it over to this over here, and we will get this show on the road. We'll see if they're ready to join up. We'll drag them in when they get ready. But Futago, that was a fantastic little series there. You got what you wanted. At least you left the gym for a worthy cause. It was game 5 OT. So hopefully it was worth it for you.
Not just that, but I had the prediction dead on. Game 5 OT
You
for
did.
Chop Cheddar.
You actually did. That is a very good prediction. But we'll see here. We are waiting on one player here. We're waiting on Troutfan to join the waiting room. I don't know if he's gonna join or not. But for now, I'm just gonna drag in Crazy Ike and Cody Maverick. I'm gonna go ahead and drag you guys in. I don't know if your captain Troutfan is joining anytime soon. Maybe he had to go. But first and foremost, huge congrats to Cody Maverick, Crazy Ike, and Troutfan, Chop Cheddar. You guys get it done in a crazy game 5 OT. I guess I'll toss it to you, Crazy Ike. How does it feel to get that win?
Dude, it's nice. It feels good to like start off the season with a big win, especially with how like rough my last season started.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not trying to like backhanded comment or you or anything, but I mean, it was a little bit of a rocky start for your team. It felt like you couldn't really find too much like offensive pressure. But games 4 and 5, you guys it looked like a completely different team, and you guys just had so much pressure. So kudos to you boys for being able to change it up a little bit and lock in, and it looked pretty good out there. But I'll toss it over to you now, Cody Maverick. You make your 2nd season after your rookie season last semester. Walk me through the vibe of this team compared to your first experience. Are you feeling confident? How are you feeling?
For sure. We got definitely some aggro players on this team for sure, as you saw in those later games. So definitely just learning how to like kind of adjust to that, no more double commits, in those later games. So definitely adjusting.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it is week 1, right? So, I always say that for all these games. I mean, I never know how much these teams have been able to play with each other. Hopefully at least once or twice before week 1. But either way, sometimes we're watching a team's first time playing together. But were you guys able to play together before this or no?
Not really, no.
Not like all three of us. Not like all three of us together. But
Okay. I mean, maybe that's a good explanation. You can use that as an excuse, right? The first few games, it looked like you guys were trying to like figure out the vibes a little bit, but once you did, listen, man, you guys looked great. So, kudos to you, Futago. You got anything for these boys?
I mean, what's it like playing with somebody like Trout on a team? Is basically just everywhere on the field.
He's very calm.
yeah, it's kind of nice though. It's kind of nice, you know. It's like if you think you're the third man sometimes and it gets over you, he just surprises you and he's behind you and he can make a save. Or it's like if there's not a second man to shoot it, he kind of just like spawns in out of nowhere, which I think is what actually happened with that last goal. I thought that was supposed to be my shot and then he scored.
Yeah, no, it looked like some chaos for sure, but either way, I have
Calm
one.
down. You need to calm down in the chat. Calm down.
I'll give a one last question to Cody Maverick. You have quite a couple fans in the chat. Do you have anything you want to say to your fans before we end this one off?
Love the fans. You're glazing too much. All right, chill out. You know, no need to disrupt the stream this much. Okay, chill out.
Nah, bro.
Wait.
I'm here for it.
Weren't you the guy that had like this whole crowd at UND last during LAN?
What can I say, man? What can I say?
Hey, man, I love the support.
We need to bring that back.
We do, bro. Get everybody to land. But yeah, you got to make it there first. So it's a great start to that journey now with a week number 1 win for Chopped Cheddar. So thank you, boys, for hopping in the call, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our first matchup on the night. Chopped Cheddar versus VIX Cream. It looked like VIX Cream were going to be the favorites to win it, especially after that first couple of games there. But dude, what a lock-in for Chopped Cheddar. They completely switch up everything, and all of a sudden it's just clicking for them. And they lock in games 4 and 5, get it done in a game 5 OT. So beautiful series there, Futago. It was a blast casting with you. Any last thoughts?
I don't know, man. I just need a shower.
Shut up, Futago, bro. I was like, we were going through some scheduling issues. At first, the series wasn't going to be on stream at all. This bro Futago is at the gym trying to coast through his leg day, and I'm like, bro, you got to come back. So shout out Futago for coming back last second. So I always appreciate you hopping on. Hopefully, we can see you some more, Futago.
Alrighty. Thank you.
All right, with that being said, we're going to a quick 10-minute intermission, or I'll try to keep it shorter because that game 5 was a little bit long. We're going to have a Division B matchup. It's going to be Bad Luck Charm going up against Bread. I know there's a couple people excited for this one, so please stick around for the second series on the night, a Division B matchup. It's going to be fun, so please stick around. I'll see you soon.